It's interesting to me that Donald Trump's foreign policy speech got very little coverage, very little that I saw. And it was a good speech. And it's possible that that's why it got so little coverage. He was articulate. He said, by the way, a couple of things that he said is they're persecuting Christians all over the world, in Muslim countries rather. They're persecuting, they're killing Christians. Now, I thought that was, obviously it's true, but after hearing Obama not say the words Islamic terrorism for years, presidential candidate Donald Trump, probably soon to be President Trump, is talking about Islamic terrorism. And he's saying, we're going to destroy ISIS. We're going to kill them. He said, I'm not going to say when. I'm not going to say how. That's what he said in his speech. We have to have the element of surprise. So one of the reasons we don't win is we tell them where we're going to attack, when we're going to attack, that we're going to send soldiers. He said, no, we're done with that. If I'm president, we're going to kill ISIS. We're going to destroy them. They won't be there for long. And again, people want to hear that. Unless you're a pacifist, unless you're somebody who is a moral relativist or an international relativist, that, all nations are equal, we shouldn't put ourselves first. If you believe that, then Donald Trump's words would be anathema to you, hateful. But if you believe that we should, as Americans, put America first, as long as it's in an ethical framework, then people love his words. And another thing he said, which I thought, okay, we're going to be at war with Iran. He said, Iran will not be allowed, must not be allowed. And I believe he said, I read the script, I believe he said will not be allowed to have a nuclear weapon. All right? So it's maybe a distinction without a difference, but I read the entire script, and those passages about Iran were very clear. That under his presidency, he will not allow Iran to have a nuclear weapon. Obama has already greased the skids for Obama to for Iran to have nuclear weapons. And it will either be by force or by the threat of force that those nuclear weapons are abandoned. It's just that simple. Israel has expressed a desire and a willingness to bomb the facilities that Iranians are using to develop their nuclear weapons. The Obama administration has made it perfectly clear, publicly and privately, that they will not stand by and let Israel attack Iran. One of the reports that I read said that should Israel try and fly through any Iraqi airspace or skirt along the Saudi airspace even, but that the Americans would let the Iranians know that the Israelis were coming. I believe it. It's the only way you could get the Jews to not do it. It's the only way that you're going to get Benjamin Netanyahu and the Israeli government to not attack, to launch a preemptive strike, is if you say to them, we're going to take away the element of surprise. So my prediction is if Donald Trump becomes the next president of the United States and Iran does not abandon their nuclear aspirations, either Israel or America or both are going to destroy the facilities where Iran is making the bomb. And I believe that we should do exactly that.